Good morning. This is Monday, April the 19th, and this is the heart of the matter. What are the most terrifying words that a person could hear? Is it, you've got cancer, or you're fired, or I'm divorcing you, or your child is missing? None of us wants to ever hear any of those kinds of things. Just thinking about those words scares us. But the fact is, the most terrifying thing a person could hear won't come from a doctor or your boss or your spouse. The most terrifying words for any person come from the lips of God on the day of judgment. In Matthew 7:23, Jesus tells us what these words are. He said, they are, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. Just the thought of those words spoken by God should send a shudder through us all. It could be that for the person who hears those words, it's the last time God ever communicates with them. At that point, all opportunities to repent and believe in Jesus are over. There are no more tomorrows, no more Sundays, no more sermons, no more chances. With those words, the door to salvation closes and it will never be opened again. You may be thinking, I will never hear those words. That's only for bad people, for criminals, for atheists, and the like. Well, that would be comforting if that was the case, but it's not. It might surprise you to know what kind of people Jesus said could hear those words. He said some people who hear those words say the right thing. They say, Lord, Lord. In other words, they make some kind of verbal confession about Jesus. Jesus said that these people also do the right things. Did we not prophesy in your name and drive out demons and perform many miracles? So what he's saying is that some of the people who hear those terrifying words do church work. They preach, they teach, they help the sick and the poor, and they might even do miracles. Well, does that mean that we shouldn't make a profession of our faith? No, it doesn't mean that. We should make a profession of our faith in Jesus. Does that mean we shouldn't serve the Lord and do good deeds? No, it doesn't mean that either. So then, what kind of person will not hear those frightening words? Jesus said, it is he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. That is the person who will enter heaven. That is the person who will never hear those terrifying words from God on Judgment Day. That means that I make a profession of faith in Jesus, but that profession of faith is proven genuine by an obedient life, a life of being in tune with God's will, of knowing God's will and doing God's will. And if I have a genuine faith in Jesus, then my life will reflect that. Not just in saying the right things on occasion or doing a few good works. It will be demonstrated by a consistent life of obedience to the will of God. So the question is that you? Is that your life? Are you one who does the will of the Father in heaven? And that's the heart of the matter.